Okay, here we are. Okay, welcome to Conversations with Grace. Today I have a very special guest. His name is Pavel Verbynak. I think that's how you pronounce it, Pavel. He's actually a professional and motivational speaker. He's an author and he's a life and success strategist. And he's actually located in Russia. Thank you for joining me, Pavel.
Thank you for invitation, Grace. It's very nice to see you again and to have this conversation.
That's great. We actually know each other from our mastermind group. We have 5 members in our mastermind group and you're one of them. So thanks for joining me today. So let's go back in time. I just want to know, going back in time, when it started for you to get into the motivational self-help industry. What made you start?
Grace, I think it was back in 2005 when I was around 17. I just started to wonder what's the difference between successful people and others. How can I be more successful in life? Because that time I was living in my hometown. It's a small town.
Yep.
And my parents, my friends weren't very successful in my thoughts. Not very financial successful and not a businessman and something like that. And I just started to find some answers to my questions. What kind of mindset, what kind of activities are like people have who are successful in business, in sports, in financial terms, in personal life. And like 3 or 5 years, I just started to read, and something started to change inside. And you know, when I become better, when we become better inside, our outside life become better.
Correct.
And I just started to find some things that it works in my life. My mindset started to change, and my activities, my actions started to change. And I think, wow, I like what I do, and that's worked very well. Does anybody do something professionally? And I found, there are like speaker and coaches. I didn't know that this kind of career exists. And I just started to look for some programs, and I didn't find anything, but I found Jack Canfield the trainer program. But that was very expensive for me. It's around $80,000 for the program, and I couldn't afford that. Mm-hmm. And I just forgot for a while. And when I moved to Moscow, I started to feel much better in financial terms. And I found this program again in a couple of years. And I think, wow, I'm ready. I want to apply. And I applied, and I had a small interview, and then I bought the program. And that was like breakthrough for me. And I started to provide some workshops, write articles and books. And that's how I started, from this kind of questions, because the questions we ask to ourselves is very important, and we find answers to that questions. And I asked my questions like this: how can I be more successful? How can I start career as a coach and trainer? And I found the answers. I found role models and mentors. I found this opportunity of our mastermind, Gracie, with you, Ken and Penny and Hideyuki-san. And we become like a magnet. We attract people, circumstances, books, articles to our life when we have a goal, when we have a dream. And everything is possible. Success, we have like unique understanding of this word. But when we understand what success means for me, what kind of goals and dreams I have, we have actions every day, and we attract everything we need to achieve that goal. If it's our goal, it's very nice process, and I love that. I love my life. I'm very happy what I do, and I see the results with my clients. So that's how I started, Grace.
That's great. And it's very interesting how most people will want success, or they may want a particular thing, or they have a goal, but they don't know how it's going to manifest. So because they don't know how it's going to show up, they just stop right there, right? They don't, because they don't know how it's going to happen, right? But as we go through the teachings with Jack Canfield, he says the how will show up. Set the goal, just set the goal. It doesn't matter how big it is, you know, you just set the goal. And if you do all the actions you need to do, the how will show up. Isn't that right, Pavel?
Absolutely, absolutely, Grace. First step is to have our like burning desire. Yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
Then write down, because goal uh, isn't on paper. It's not a goal. It's like a wish or dream or something.
That's right.
Then
Exactly.
write down um, all bonuses, all pluses you get from this goal, because our mind, our brain needs to understand, why do we need that? Why do we need to spend energy to that? But when we have like a list of bonuses, for example, I want to have this kind of financial income in my life to help my parents, to buy a house, to educate my children. Oh, I understand what I need. I understand why I want that. Then write down all, um, all problems or all limitations. It's very important as well, you know, like SWOT analysis. So it's nice. And then plan what kind of action you need, what kind of people and organizations you need to support you in achieving this goal. Because all goals we set for ourselves, some people already achieved that before. So we can model them. We can ask advices. We can ask for help. And our mutual mentor, Jack Canfield, called this Aladdin factor. You remember, with Mark Victor Hansen? And ask what you want. It doesn't matter if some said no, but someone is looking to help you, to assist you, to collaborate with you. And that's very important as well. And then plan of action, and take action every day, because some goal could be very big. For example, a year goal, 5-year goal, and we don't know what should I start from. But when we divide this a year goal for 12 monthly goals, monthly goal divide for 2 weekly goal, and weekly goal divide for like 7 daily goals. And it's very important. Small steps, and you can achieve the goal. And if you have this goal, if you have that vision or dream, you have all resources you need to achieve that goal. Other way, you wouldn't have this goal in your mind.
No,
because everything starts from our mind. Everything starts from our thoughts. And this pen was created with some imagination, or this house, or everything. And we can create our ideal, our successful life. First of all, we should start from here. And then you'll see how the law of attraction works. The law of attraction works all the time. Or other way, it's negative or positive. You attract in life everything.
Yeah, it's constantly working, isn't it? It's either working for you or against you, depending on your feeling and your thoughts and how you interact with people. But it's interesting about the goals too. If people have some really, really big goals, right? You know, something that will quantum leap them into the next level of their career or whatever they want to do. But it is interesting how when they do that, they become overwhelmed, don't they? Because it's huge. The goal is huge. It's like, oh my God, how am I going to do that? But it's great. That's great that, you know, that's a great idea where how people can break them down.
Yeah.
Break them down. It might be, it's right. It could be a yearly goal. It could be a 5-year goal. Correct.
Yeah, absolutely, Grace.
Yeah. And I'm a very visual person. So I will write it all down and put it into blocks and sort out you know,
Yeah,
exactly what I want to do, because
yeah,
otherwise
yeah,
I'll go insane.
yeah, Grace, that works very well. I have
Yeah.
several vision boards
Yep.
at my
Great.
computer, and that works very well. Also, I record my voice for example, cell phone, and listen my goals or
Oh,
affirmations.
that's
And,
fantastic.
and it's very nice also to program our subconscious mind. You can
That's
write
great.
down your goals every day.
Yes.
You can write down your affirmations. You can say these kind of words, because our words, our thoughts, very powerful. For example, when we say, "Oh, this doesn't work with me," and we feel
Mm.
weaker. But
Yes,
when we say, "Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm confident. I'm successful. I'm
that's right.
becoming more and more wealthy. I'm becoming more healthier."
Yes.
Our brain, our subconscious mind uh, receive this kind of command and
It's a
start to
command.
work
Yeah, I
on
was
that.
just going to say it's an
Yeah,
instruction. Yes. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, Grace, and that works very well. It works in my life, because I remember myself like 10, 15 years ago. I couldn't believe that I'm going to achieve that goal. I couldn't believe that I'm going to have this kind of environment and people around and friends. And wow, maybe sometimes I say hi to them from a distance, like social distance, like we are now. And but now I can call them, I can invite them for lunch, I can, and that works very well, because when we become better, our life becomes better, and that's very, very nice process. I think the habit of constant and never-ending improvement can guarantee you achieve any goals, any
Mm.
success you want,
Yeah.
because everything is learnable. Every skill are learnable, and you can learn how to speak publicly. You can learn how to become better parent or business person and or
Mm.
interviewer or something like that. And it's nice.
Yeah.
Know exactly what you want. Take 100% responsibility for your actions, for your results, for your decisions, and develop yourself as as an expert, as a person as well. Professional and personal development all together.
That's right. And it's really important what you're saying about taking 100% responsibility. A lot of people, I guess, we know the equation E plus R equals O, which is E the event, R's the response, and O's the outcome. But taking 100% responsibility, once you do that and act as if it's you that has to do it, it'll change your whole process. It's like, right, it's me, I'm going to
Yeah.
do it. It's up to me now.
Yes.
You're not waiting
Yes.
for somebody else to do it for you.
Absolutely, Grace. And it's not easy first time, because to
No.
form new habit we need time.
Yes.
To change our neural connection in our brain, we need time. And just keep going, because some people unfortunately
Perseverance.
try to do this like first week and say, "Oh, I don't have any results. I'm not going to read every day. I'm not going to exercise every day. I'm not going to improve my business every day." That doesn't work. But
No.
it works. It's small steps. We don't see results first time, like a week or 2 or 3 or even a couple of months or a couple of years. But then this seed inside grow in beautiful tree, and you just keep going, do something every day, and everything will be great.
What a
So
lovely way to put it. Oh, okay. So, tell me, what are your favorite books that have actually inspired you? Can you?
Grace,
I know there's a
I
few.
think one of the first book I've read, and that book inspired me a lot to what I do, is my role model and mentor. I interviewed him. I know him personally, and his family is Brian Tracy. He's very nice. Maximum Achievement.
Thanks.
Second book, absolutely, Jack Canfield, The Success
Of
Principles.
course.
I have several books with his
Yes.
signature here.
Yes. Yeah.
And third book, I would recommend. Third book is Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
You can grow
It's
rich.
classic. It's very
Absolutely.
nice. It's very
Yeah.
nice. I think every conversation, every book change something in our mind, in our life's philosophy. Keep going. You don't know. You can find just one idea that can transform your life, improve your financial life or personal life, and you don't know exactly what kind of book. So read. Ask successful people what their favorite book. Model, think and do what successful people do, and you'll become step by step the same results. It's the Iron Man of the universe, the law of, the law of cause and effect. Start doing what they do, model them, ask for help, ask for mentorship, ask for what you want, and also provide value to them, because it's not only ask, it's also giving back, giving your energy, giving your gratitude, your love, your if you don't have money to pay, just do something for that person, because it's also like energy. You get energy, you should get back something. So it's very nice. It's very nice. I think you also very experienced, Grace, in your life. You achieved a lot, and I'm very passionate about psychology of success. I've read I think more than 1,000 books on this topic, on psychology, on business, on marketing, biographies, autobiographies, and I invest thousands of hours in personal and professional development, and I see the results. I see the results in my clients, in my personal life, and yeah, I think all people, any kind of person, sometimes say, "Oh, it doesn't work. Not going to continue that. I want to give up." And it's nice. Just keep going. You'll see that it's not. It's predictable. You see the vision. You go forward, and you achieve what you want. Sometimes even better. You couldn't imagine, but wow, that's great. So you know what I mean, Grace.
Yeah, absolutely. And also what you're saying about people, about approaching people. Like if there's some sort of industry that you want to get into, but you don't know much about it, people sort of give up right there as well. But you've got to go out there, don't you? You've got to go to seminars that are appropriate for that industry that you want to get into. Ask people that are in the industry, how did you do that? Because we assume that they don't want to tell us how they did it. But if you ask someone, of course, they like bragging. They're going to tell you how they did it, right? It's just natural, isn't it? So you can just ask anybody. Yeah. And then people once you want to do something, you might have to get educated in that area. Isn't that right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So you might have to do a course or whatever it might be, but it's always a learning experience, isn't it?
Yes. Because most successful people, for example, millionaires or billionaires, starting from nothing, like more than 80%. And they have also role models and people that supported them, and they want to give back as well.
Yes.
And when we become more successful, we also want to give back, to provide some workshops, to write books, to provide some valuable advices. And that's how it works. It's learnable skill, networking and communication skills also are learnable skills. So decide exactly what you want and ask right questions. What kind of person do I need to become to achieve this goal?
Yep.
What kind of skills, what kind of habits, what kind of mindset should I accumulate, should I develop in myself to become this person? If you don't have this kind of results, probably you are a different kind of person now, but you become better, and you can do this. For example, Grace, if someone could call me or say, I want to become president of the world, of the country, country, or please provide me a couple of years. I'm going to develop myself to be ready for this position, for this responsible, very nice position, right? But when I see that vision, I'm becoming. I'm developing myself. I can be a, for example, president, Grace, or a millionaire, or Olympic champion.
Yep.
But exercise daily, become better. And when we practice, when we become better every single day, better than we were yesterday.
The commitment.
Yeah. In a year, we become better. For example, 1,000% than we were a year ago. Or so that works very well.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. So what are some past projects that you've been included in, or what you've been taken part in, and any present projects that you're doing at the moment? So what are you up to?
Grace, I'm a vice president of junior chambers of I think JCI, the organization, Junior Chamber International.
Yes.
It's a youth organization, one of the biggest in the world. Oh. And I'm vice president of Moscow department. Okay. So the second is I'm providing corporate trainings and coaching to employees, to business owners, and but I've started from sales. I was a salesman, and,
okay.
and that was a very nice experience as well. That helps me a lot, because sometimes we don't set goals because of fear of rejection. And sales or multi-level marketing and something like that, it helps us to eliminate this fear of rejects, fears of fear of change. Sometimes like limiting beliefs and fears holding us back. And I work with my clients on limiting beliefs and fears. I work on myself. Some of great experts works with me as coaches and therapists and something like that. And that's very important. I think so. And what else holding us back? For example, fear of failure. Oh, if it doesn't work, I'm not going to start. I'm not going to set goals. Or fear of success, subconscious fear of success. Grace, I found this fear in myself several years ago, and I started to work on that. And that's how it works. Because 80% is psychology, and 20% it's like mechanics. We know exactly what to do. There are a lot of books on how to become millionaires. Yeah. But if we have this kind of limitations, this kind of fears, it's very difficult to achieve, for example, financial goal. But when we work on that, on our programs, eliminate them or change them, we see the results. So it's nice, like affirmations, tapping, EFT, visualizations, meditation, coaching, that all tools that can help you to eliminate, to work with your limiting beliefs and fears. And please try this. But when you found that, oh, I have this kind of limitation, I have this kind of program from my mom or from my grandmother or grandfather, oh, that holding me back, that limit me. And from this point, transformational process begins when you realize,
once you've realized the programming that's been going on all this time.
Yes, Grace, and you attract people that can help you. It's not like tomorrow you found this person, but it could take time. But you realize and you attract answers to your questions. How do you eliminate that? How can I become more successful or happy or healthy? That's and right. you find the answers. You find the resources.
Yeah, because fear is a very common one, isn't it? So the acronym is fear of experiences appearing real, which they're not, are they? And it's one of the episodes of my podcast, actually, that fear is a myth. It's actually a myth. It's in your head, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's the fear of not succeeding, as you say. But, what we got to think about is, how you've grown as a person to get to that stage. Okay, well, you failed at that particular thing. Well, you just move on and try again, or try something else if that is not what you want to do. So there's always opportunities, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah. And when we go forward to what we fear, we find some resources during the way, because fear has something valuable inside. When we have fear to make a sale, to make a cold call, do this, because
Just
yeah,
do it.
you're right. You're right, Grace. Like fear, like fake evidence appear real. But when you go forward, you find that, oh, it's not dangerous. I can go there. And sometimes this comfort zone holding us back. For example, I think this room is like world. Oh, I'm safe in this room. I know exactly where everything li- but but I have a fear to open the door and look and find what's there. Or I don't want to open the door. I'm comfortable here.
Yes, that's
But
right.
when we open
The
the
old
door,
comfort zone.
yes, Grace. But when we open the door and go outside, oh, nice. I can see trees. I can see cars. Oh, I like this world. But
Okay.
when we go to the airport and fly to different country, oh, the world is much more bigger, and it's nice as well. You know, Grace. And
Yes.
it's like discovering
Yes,
our mind,
yeah.
discovering our own world.
Yep.
Because when we become better, our lives become better. I told you already
Yep.
several times, Grace, and that was great insight for me like 10 or 15 years ago. And that's how it works. It's amazing what we can achieve because we have great potential inside. And most people unfortunately use like 1, 2, 3%. But when we become better, when we read books, when we communicate with nice people,
Yep.
we unlock this potential more and more.
Yeah.
And
And it
we
just
have,
keeps growing, doesn't it?
yeah, and we have amazing amount of potential inside. We cannot use them for 100 lifetimes. So we can write books, we can inspire others, we can become great role models for billions of people all
Yep.
over the world. And
Yep.
we can become presidents, we can become, you know, anything we want to,
Anything.
Olympic champions. But when you have this kind of dream, when we have goal, you can achieve anything. It doesn't matter where you start from. It's very important where you're going.
That's
You
right.
know, Grace.
Very good.
You
Well
can find
said.
money, you can find people, you can
Yeah.
find resources you need.
Yep. A lot of people have said to me, with going back to reading motivational books, that, you know, they've read so many books, yet nothing's really resonated with them. But then they'll read another book, and all of a sudden there'll be one sentence that'll just blow their mind and go, oh my, and a light bulb goes over their head. So yeah, they have this epiphany. Oh my God, yeah, that's true. Isn't that great?
Yes.
So, you know,
Yes, Grace.
yeah, like there's a few with regards to Jack Canfield's book, The Success Principles, which for me, it's my
Yeah,
Bible. It's my Bible.
absolutely great.
Yeah.
And this secret around the bird, it's not
Yes.
new information. Thousands
No,
of years
no.
ago, like Socrates, Aristotle,
Yeah,
Plato,
absolutely.
uh,
Yeah,
everything starts from that. Like Ralph Waldo Emerson,
yeah,
Leo Tolstoy,
that's right.
they all thought about this. And when we find these answers to our questions, when we want to become a doctor, we study medicine. When we want to become a lawyer, we study this field. But when we want to become successful in life, we study successful people. We study psychology of success. We become what we think about most of the time, Grace.
Yep.
And when we think about how to become successful, how to become wealthier, how to become more productive, we become that way. We read
Yep.
books. We become what we read. We become what we watch. We become what we talk.
Yep.
And it works all the time. When
Yep.
we talk, when we think about success, when we talk about productivity, when we talk about successful business, we become this way. And what successful people think most of the time, they think about what they want and how to get this.
That's right.
But most people,
No, and no
unfortunately,
excuses. No excuses either.
yeah, great. And most people, unfortunately, excuse, they have some, like, they're negative, they think about what they don't want. For example, when I ask my client, okay, what's your dream life, what do you want? And he says, I don't want to be poor, I don't want to be sick. Okay, I know exactly what you don't want.
Yeah.
But you attract what you don't want because you tell about this.
Yes.
Your mind focused on what you don't want. You just told me about poor, about sick. But what you do want? Okay. And it's not easy for some people think about what they want.
Yes.
But when we work on their mindset, when we work on these tools, I see Grace, in a month, he become more positive. He think about what they want. He become better. He become more happier.
So you see a transformation in your clients.
Yeah, I think it's natural for people to become healthy and successful.
Yeah.
If we not successful or not happy, like long period of time, something wrong. You think or do something wrong. Yeah. Change your think, change your thoughts, and you change your actions. You change your actions, you change your results. You change your results, you change your destiny.
It's interesting because people are not aware that the more they think about, oh, I really don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, all the universe hears is that you don't want to do it. So it'll give you more. If you want happiness, you'll get, you're grateful, you'll get more things to be grateful for. But the more you're negative, the universe goes, oh, you want negativity, I'll give you negativity. Right?
Great. I love Jim Carrey. You remember?
Oh, I love him.
Yes, man.
Love him.
Yes, man.
Yes, man. Yes, movie. Very good.
And the universe or the Lord or the God, it doesn't matter how we call this, say all the time yes to us. If you say, oh, I'm not ready, the universe says yes. Or you say, I'm too fat, the universe says yes, you're right. And but exactly. when we change our conversation, our inner dialogue, the universe also say yes. Oh, I see the results. I'm becoming more successful. The universe says yes. And you're right. And she sends you people. She says the universe sends you clients, resources, opportunities. That you're right, Pavel. You're becoming successful. You're becoming world famous. And Grace, the same with you. You're becoming more better as a person, as an entrepreneur, as a role model for thousands of people worldwide. And that's how it works. The universe all the time says yes to us.
Yes, exactly. And I'm on a mission to inspire 100,000 lives. So I'm looking forward to doing that.
Grace, you're already doing that. And you, like, people like me and others already see that in yourself, Grace, because you're already there inside. It doesn't really matter that we don't see results in our outline.
No, exactly.
But it works like inside.
It will unfold.
Outside.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. It could take months or a year or 2 years, but we are in that direction, Grace. I'm sure in a couple of years we'll be on the same stage and we can share our stories to thousands of people.
That'll be wonderful. That'll be wonderful, Pavel. I'll look forward to that. I'll come to Russia, okay?
Grace, we can do that anywhere in the world. Welcome to Russia, absolutely. We can do it in the United States, Europe, Australia, anywhere in the world we can do that. In live or online, we have so great opportunity. We are so blessed.
We are blessed, and that's why it's really, really great to pay it forward. I really want to, with the knowledge that we have, to really inspire people and create awareness to let them know, yes, you can do that. Because they're saying to themselves, I can't do that, therefore nothing's going to happen.
Absolutely, Grace. And I would love to remind to our viewers and people who watch this video, just take a pen and paper and write down your ideal life, your goals, your wishes. When we write down, something changes. We put energy there, because most people never write goals in their lives, and they don't achieve that because we cannot achieve goal that we don't know how it looks like. But when we have like 30 minutes and write down what I want, what my financial life looks like, what my personal life looks like, how is my health, where I'm going to travel, what kind of people surrounds me, and that's
in the
works.
7
I do it
areas.
regularly. Yes, Grace, and we do that together. You and I know you do that, and I do that, and do it regularly, and you'll see the results. It's
because
amazing.
I feel that once you write it down, and you're putting all the details in, you know, colors, feelings, and you're feeling it, you feel like you're already there, don't you?
Yeah.
You're already there.
Add some emotions, add some feelings, visualize that, and you'll become this way, because act as if, like you are already role model for thousands, millions of people. Act all that as you're already successful entrepreneur. Act as you're already director of your office or something, and other people will see that. You see first, you believe in yourself first, and other people will believe in you. Because
once they see your confidence, they'll think, oh, he or she's very confident. Oh, I'm confident in dealing with this person.
It's not easy to that people believe in you when you don't believe in yourself first.
They'll see right through you.
Yes, it's constant and never-ending process.
Exactly.
As taking shower, we do it regularly, and the same as personal development process, like read, motivate yourself, do something every single day that bringing you closer to your vision, to your goal.
Very good. Another thing I wanted to ask you was, what do you think your main particular skill is in this area of in the motivational industry?
Grace, that's very nice question. I would say to that's nice. Just one, right?
I'm sure you have quite a few, but one particular skill that you are really good at.
I think, Grace, trying to find how can I be valuable to person or group of people, like active listening, because I ask a lot of questions, Grace. I ask questions to find the answers. How can I be helpful? Because when person, for example, my client or group of people I work with, asking me questions, I just try to find the answer. Oh, okay, how can I help them? Why do that person asking this kind of question? What kind of beliefs do they have, or does he have? I think this way, trying to find how can I provide more value to that person. And when I work one-on-one, most of them says, wow, I didn't believe, I didn't expect this kind of results. And I already say what we can expect from the program, but usually I do much more than he expects. And you mentioned that, Grace, and I think that's very important to over deliver and develop yourself as an expert as well. Because if I work with people, I also work with myself, and I invest thousands of dollars, thousands of hours in my personal and professional development. Because when we stop develop ourselves, we stop to become a mentor and teacher for others. And develop yourself, because we are on this profession, we are in this kind of business that it's constant and never-ending improvement, Grace. That's my values. That's my value: freedom and personal development. I think number 2 values for me, to top of my values. So that's why I'm in this profession.
So it sounds like you're asking your clients the right questions and open questions. So they're basically answering their own problem, so that they're actually letting you know how to fix it.
Absolutely, Grace, because I cannot provide knowledge to people. Knowledge become starting from here.
Yeah.
And when I ask question, okay, Grace, what do you want? What's holding you back? What can you do? What kind of action you can take? And you answering these questions, you realize, oh, I understand what to do. Oh, I have insight. Oh, thank you for this question. I couldn't believe that it's
Yes.
easier. Oh, I have more clarity. Oh, and that's much better, Grace, because you have insight inside. When I say, Grace, do that, it doesn't work like this. Okay, Pavel told me that, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
But but yeah, that's great. Insights starts to change.
Yeah, it's just asking the more in-depth questions and open questions so that they actually work it out themselves, I've noticed. So that's really good. Just going into recent events with everybody, lots of countries being in lockdown and so forth. How has that affected your business, and what have you done to do it, basically do a segue into a different way of communicating?
Yes, Grace, it has affected on my business and what I do a lot. I think my financial results for April goes down by 80%, and it's nice. It's okay, Grace. I didn't have fear. I didn't say something negative about the situation. I just realized, wow, that situation. How can I use that to become stronger, to become better? And that's why, Grace, I started to record more interviews, more live translation in Instagram and Facebook. I wouldn't have these kind of opportunities if I went to different city to provide seminar or training. But now I have more time to think. Now I have more time to take some actions or decisions,
Yep.
or do something. And yeah, it's not easy to think on this situation, this crisis, like this way, but try to change focus, try to eliminate blame and criticism, and find some resources in this situation, some opportunities. And when we change your focus, you think, oh yeah, it's not dangerous, it's not, there's no something to fear. Yeah, I expected to have this kind of money or this kind of opportunities or this kind of, I had plans. Yeah, everyone had plans, but our life is dealing with stress and crisis all the time, especially in big cities and in turbulent time. Yeah, it's nice. Just use this situation and think about this situation as a game. Oh, nice game, nice challenge,
Yeah.
nice nice situation to deal with. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Okay, go to the next level. Can you do it with this situation? No, no. Okay, go here and try to become better. Now you can. Yes, I can. Okay, next level. And it's like a game. Our life is a game. It's a process. Yeah, you have focus. You have vision where you're going to go. You have you are goal or result oriented, but also don't forget to enjoy the process.
Exactly. If you're not enjoying the process all the way, you're obviously going in the wrong direction, aren't you? You need to enjoy what you're doing and basically living your passion. And it sounds like
Yeah.
you're living your passion, Pavel.
Yes, I do, Grace, and thank you. I love what I do, and I feel the same about you, Grace. You are
Oh,
very
thank you.
passionate about what you do, about your podcasts, about people around, about your family.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You're great and people oriented. I think what we do, like to become coach, to become a speaker, we should become people oriented, orient to people, how to provide more value, how to not focus, like change focus from yourself to others, because you're a coach. You should help others to deal with some situations, and that's very nice to
Well,
see the
that's,
results, to
yeah,
see.
well, that's our goal, isn't it? To inspire other people and to actually see their results and, you know, getting the feedback from them that it's worked, you know.
Yeah, great. I in my wallet I have a business card and my mission on it.
Very
And my
good.
mission is to in my mission is to help, inspire, teach millions of people all over the world with my books, articles, interviews, and seminars. And I think it's very
Fantastic.
similar what you have, what you have kind of mission. So yeah, to teach, to support, inspire people, because our experiences, our knowledges can support and help a lot of people, Grace. And my mission is to share that. Yeah, I can say, oh, I know this, I know the secret of the success, I'm going to hold this, I'm not going to tell anybody. It doesn't work like this. We want to share, we want to support, because this kind of knowledges, this kind of experience can save years and a lot of money to other people. Because yet one person can say, I'm going to find the answer, I'm going to read thousands of books, what Pavel and Grace read,
Yeah.
and I'm going to find the answers in 10 years. Yes, you can. But if we share our own experience, we already know exactly what to do. We already know what doesn't work.
Yeah.
And we can save 9 years. And that person can achieve, can understand for a
Right.
year, not 10 years, not 10, just for 1 year. And that's how it
Exactly.
works.
That would save a
Coaching.
lot of time.
Absolutely great. And that's how it works, because we learn a lot from our mentors, from Jack Canfield, Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, and dozens of others. And it saves a lot of time for us, and energy and money.
Yeah. But I think it's also important that, yes, people need to read, you know, motivational books and get what they can out of them. But after that, they can't just keep reading books. They need to take action for those small action
Absolutely.
steps to get to their goal, don't they?
Yeah. Yes, Grace. Because knowledge is not it's not power. It's potential power. If
Yes.
it doesn't do something with
Well
with
said.
this information, with this book, with this success principle books, or Pavel books, or Grace's books, it doesn't really matter. If we don't use this, we don't know. We don't have knowledge.
No.
If we take actions, we've got results. Oh, now Pavel knows. Now that's Pavel. Now Pavel's have this knowledge because he does. He got results. If Pavel's read book and said, I know this, but I don't do anything. No, Pavel doesn't know this.
Well said. Okay, so just lastly, what now for you? What are you working on now, and what is your goal? What is your main goal for the future now?
And now I'm working on structuring my business, coaching and speaking business, mostly in Russian in here. But my goal and vision is to expand myself worldwide, to provide seminars, workshops, coaching in English as well, Grace. That's my goal. You see, my English is not perfect yet, but I work on
No, but
this.
you speak very well,
And
Pavel. You speak very well.
thank you, Grace. And that my passion, that my vision to help millions of people worldwide with my books, articles, interviews, seminars. And my vision is to become as valuable, as successful like our mentors, our like we know exactly, like Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Jack Canfield, W. Clement Stone, Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins. That's my role models, Grace, and I want to
Absolutely.
become a role model for others as well.
That's awesome. And just one more thing, when we talk about Jack Canfield, we would never have heard of Jack Canfield if he hadn't have persevered going to different publishers to publish his book Chicken Soup for the Soul. The viewers probably don't know this, but he was actually declined by 144 publishers. If
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
to
I know
stopped
that.
at, 50, if you had to stopped at 100, if you had to stopped at 140, we wouldn't never have heard of him and wouldn't know, who he is. So, and from there, the Chicken Soup for the Soul went on to, I think he hit a Guinness Book of Records for selling, 800 million books so far. It's crazy. And his publisher told him that he could only sell 20,000 books. So
Yes.
people listening, it is possible, isn't it, Pavel? You can do it.
Yeah, absolutely, Grace. Thank you very much for inspiration. We can do that. Collaborating,
Yeah,
helping each other, we can do much
absolutely.
more things, more good things together. Because any goal,
I'm
any
excited
goal,
already.
yes, yes, Grace. Because any goal achieving with support of others, we cannot achieve goal without people, without, because um, we already have support with these books, with our mastermind, with our mentors,
Yes,
without coaches, and yes, so
that's right.
it's amazing. We can do that. Success is predictable. It's not an accident.
No,
When we know exactly what we want, we can do that. Take action every single day. Yes.
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Pavel. It's been wonderful, very inspiring. If anybody wants to contact you, how would they do that? What's the best way to contact you?
Yeah, I'm in Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp. If you need my cell phone number, I can provide that as well. Skype, any kind of
Yeah,
tools
so
that
they
we
can
can
send
use.
you a
So
message if they need to
yes,
contact you. That's
yes,
all
Grace. Thank you.
right.
Grace, thank you very much for the conversation, for amazing questions. And some questions were very deep. I didn't
Really?
know what to
Oh, I
what
made
to.
you. Oh
And
dear.
yes,
See?
yes, yes, great. I see you're amazing coach because you have nice questions, Grace. And
Oh,
when you ask question, my mind start to work. Okay, nice question,
ah.
and try to find answer. And that's amazing. I've got some insights as well.
See, you're not the only one who asks the good questions, Pavel. I can do it
Grace,
too.
high
High five.
five. Yes, that was amazing, Grace. Thank you very much for the invitation for this conversation. And I think that's our first opportunity to talk one-on-one because we
Yes,
talk in mastermind and
yes,
it
that's
was
very
great
true.
experience. You're
Yes.
an amazing person, a lot nice energy, and you're a great role model for a lot of people. So keep going.
Oh, you
That's
too,
your
Pavel.
passion.
You're doing great work too. So congratulations on what you've achieved so far. It's sounds wonderful, and I follow you all the time on social media to see what you're doing. So it's awesome. Congratulations.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. We can collaborate. We can do something together, maybe program or create something. And if someone is listening us, if you want to collaborate with me and Grace, please write me a message, write a message to Grace, and
Yes,
we can find some opportunities to do something together. So,
absolutely.
and if you want to have us as a coaches or role models, also don't hesitate, write a message, and I would love to provide value to you.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Well, thank you for joining me today, Pavel, and we'll talk soon.
Absolutely, Grace. Talk to you very soon.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye.
Bye.